Hello students, I welcome you to the very first lecture on quantum mechanics second. For your third semester, we have the paper that is quantum mechanics second. Okay na? And in this paper, we have again the discussion on some of the concepts of quantum mechanics. Remember that in semester second we have one paper that is quantum mechanics 1 that we have discussed already, and in this paper we have also discussed the Schrodinger equation, right? That is minus h cross square by 2m del square psi by del x square plus v psi is equals to E psi, where psi is the wave function, V is the potential, this h cross is the Planck's reduced Planck constant, m is the mass particle, and this equation is nothing but Schrodinger equation. And using this Schrodinger equation, we have tried to solve some of the typical quantum problems like 1D box, infinite square well potential, linear harmonic oscillator, finding the energies of hydrogen atom, finding the energies of uh, different quantum systems. So that was all about for your quantum mechanics first. But now in your third semester, we have total discussion on theory. The theory is perturbation theory. And in this theory, we will use some basis concepts that we have discussed in first quantum mechanics, and we will solve some of the problems in this perturbation theory. But what is the perturbation theory? Before that, I would like to give you some of the idea. आपण हे जे श्रोडिंगर इक्वेशन घेऊन जे आपण डिस्कस केलं आधीच्या क्वांटम मेकॅनिक्स मध्ये, ज्या सिस्टीम्स होत्या 1D बॉक्स, हायड्रोजन ॲटम, लिनियर हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर, ह्या सगळ्या सिस्टीम्स ज्या होत्या त्या एक्झॅक्टली सॉल्व्हेबल होत्या युजिंग श्रोडिंगर इक्वेशन. बट ऑलवेज प्रत्येक सिस्टीम्स क्वांटम मेकॅनिक्समध्ये ह्या सॉल्व्हेबल नसतात. जसं हेलियम ॲटम जी प्रॉपरली सॉल्व्हेबल नाही आहे. सो those systems which are not exactly solvable, to solve such problems, some methods introduced by some of the scientists. Those methods are nothing but approximation methods. Okay, so to solve the unsolvable methods, to solve the unsolvable methods, those methods are nothing but approximation methods. Okay now, and what are those approximation methods? So first approximation method is perturbation theory. Second approximation method is variational or variation method or variational principle. And third approximation method is WKB approximation. सो आधी क्वांटम मेकॅनिक्स फर्स्ट मध्ये आपण जे काही बेसिक्स कॉन्सेप्ट डिस्कस केले आणि थोड्या टिपिकल सिस्टीम्स डिस्कस केल्या, 1D बॉक्स वगैरे, लिनियर हार्मोनिक ऑसिलेटर वगैरे. इन एडिशन विथ दॅट, ज्या अशा काही सिस्टीम्स असतील ज्या अनसॉल्वेबल असतील युजिंग श्रोडिंगर इक्वेशन, त्या मेथड्स सॉल्व्ह करण्यासाठी आपल्याला अप्रॉक्सिमेशन मेथड्स दिलेले आहेत. दोज अप्रॉक्सिमेशन मेथड्स आर perturbation theory, variation method and WKB approximation. या तीन मेथडचे डिस्कशन तुम्हाला टोटल सिलेबस मध्ये आहे या थर्ड सेमिस्टर मध्ये क्वांटम मेकॅनिक्सच्या. सो 3 युनिट्स टोटली आर डिवोटेड टू द perturbation theory and 1 unit is devoted, that is 4th unit is devoted to the relativistic quantum mechanics. Okay now, so I will start our discussion on the syllabus right from the next lecture. But before that, to discuss these theories, perturbation theory, variation method, WKB approximation, we need to recall the previous concepts that we have discussed in our second semester. So in this lecture, I would like to just recall those basic concepts that we have discussed. So in the basic concepts, just recall that. I hope you know the Schrodinger equation, that is minus h cross square by 2m del square by del psi del square psi by del x square plus v psi is equals to E psi. Then in terms of Hamiltonian, the eigenvalue equation is nothing but h psi is equal to E psi. We have also discussed the definition, we have also defined the definition for finding the probability density or finding the probability P is equals to or probability density is modulus of psi square, that is equals to psi star psi. This is probability density, and for finding the probability we have formula for finding the probability, quantum probability. P is equals to integration of psi star psi into d tau. This is the formula for finding the probability. Then again we have also defined the formula to find the expectation value of any quantum variable, any quantum operator, sorry, I should say the operator there. In case of classical mechanics, if x is a variable or any x is any term, but those x term in quantum mechanics is nothing but the operator that we have already discussed. Okay, so for finding the expectation value of any operator or average value of any operator, we have the formula such that for finding the value of expectation value of x, I have equals to integration of psi star psi, that operator, that is x cap into psi into d tau. So this is the formula for the finding expectation value of that operator. Then again we have also discussed, yes, we have also discussed uh, one quantum system, that is 1D box, one dimensional box, in which we have plotted one diagram is somewhat like that. This one is the 1D box where this point is at x is equals to 0, this point is at x is equals to a, and we have considered that the potential at this point, that is inside the box, is equals to 0, and potential outside the box is equals to infinite. So how we can define the potential of this box? We can write just potential of this box is equals to V is equals to 0 when inside the box. It means 0 to A. So V is equals to 0 when x is equals to 0 to A, and equals to infinite when otherwise or outside. Okay na? So this is the potential of your 1D box. याच 1D बॉक्सला आपण म्हणतो इनफायनाइट स्क्वेअर वेल पोटेन्शियल, इनफायनाइट स्क्वेअर वेल पोटेन्शियल. कारण पर्टर्बेशनचे प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करत असताना प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये वेगवेगळ्या नावाने विचारू शकते. फाइंड द पर्टर्बेशन एनर्जी इन इट्स फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज स्टेट फॉर 1D बॉक्स. नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये म्हणू शकते फाइंड द एनर्जी फॉर करेक्शन इन इनफायनाइट स्क्वेअर वेल पोटेन्शियल. So you should remember that 1D box and infinite squirrel potential, both things are same. Okay na? So he is झाली potential. In addition with that, we have also calculated its energy. What is the energy of 1D box? Energy of 1D box is E is equals to E suffix n is equals to n square pi square h cross square by 2ma square, where a is the this one dimension, where h cross is the reduced Planck constant and pi that you know, and n is the order where n is equals to 1, 2, 3 and so on. If you put n is equals to 1 here, we will get ground state energy. If you put n is equals to 2, we will get here first excited state energy. Again 3, second excited, third excited and so on. That are the energy levels for 1D box. We have also calculated its wave function psi n is equals to root 2 by a sin n pi x divided by a. Here also the value of n is equals to 1, 2, 3 and so on. Where for n equals to 1, if you put here, I will get root 2 by a sin pi x by a. That is first ground state wave function. If you put n is equals to 2 here, you will get first excited state wave function. So this is the all about the basics of 1D box. Okay now in relation with this, we have also discussed the one more topic, that is linear harmonic oscillator. So in case of linear harmonic oscillator, I am just recalling all the basics that we have discussed in our quantum mechanics first, such that whenever we try to solve the perturbation problems in this paper, it will get easy to solve. That is why I am recalling these basic concepts. So in case of linear harmonic oscillator, we have considered that we know in case of linear harmonic oscillator, this is the diagram. Here this is the rigid support where we have attached one spring here and here one mass m. Okay, if I will apply one force towards this direction, then force and its displacement will be in opposite directions, that is why minus x. So Fi is equals to minus kx and its potential will be equals to F is equals to 1 by 2 kx square. So this one is potential. I am again saying this is potential. Remember, what is the potential of this 1D box? P is equals to 0 from 0 to a and infinite otherwise. In this case, potential of linear harmonic oscillator is V is equals to 1 by 2 kx square. Why I am giving more attention on this potential? Because when you will solve the perturbation problems, that time they may change this potential and we need to just correct this potential. This is only the difference between perturbation and perturbation. Okay, so this is the potential for linear harmonic oscillator. We have also calculated the energy of linear harmonic oscillator En equals to n plus 1 by 2 h cross omega, where the values of n is equals to what? The values of n are starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. When I put n is equals to 0 here, I will get 1 by 2 h cross omega, that is its ground state energy. If I put n equals to 1, I will get first excited state energy, then second, then third and so on. So this is the potential, this is the energy for linear harmonic oscillator. In addition with that, we have also discussed the same system using ladder operators. What are those ladder operators? Those ladder operators are nothing but a plus and a. That is, a plus is the raising operator, a is the lowering operator. This is raising operator, this is lowering operator. आणि हे जे रेजिंग ऑपरेटर आणि लोअरिंग ऑपरेटर जे होते त्याच्या पर्टिक्युलर प्रॉपर्टीज होते. Whenever I operate this raising operator on any state, I will get this state will be increased by 1, that is n plus 1, and this constant we will get here under root of n plus 1 here. And whenever I operate lowering operator on any state n, I will get here this constant under root as it is under root of n, and it will decrease the state by 1, that is n minus 1. Okay, so these are the basic concepts that we have discussed in our first quantum mechanics first. Let me check anything left. Okay. Again we have discussed finding the normalization constant. To find the normalization constant, we have formula. To find the normalization constant, we have formula integration psi star psi d tau equals to 1. Just solve the equation, you will get the normalization constant. So these are all those things that we have discussed in our first quantum mechanics. In addition with that, just before I told you the eigenvalue equation we can write H psi is equals to E psi. But in direct bracket notation, we can write this eigenvalue equation as H psi is equals to E psi. This is the direct bracket notation. This is ket psi. This is ket psi. Okay. So these are the direct bracket notations. Don't forget to remember. Okay. Then if suppose the expectation value of x is equals to integration of psi star x psi d tau. If this is the formula for finding the expectation value. Now what will be this formula in direct bracket notations? In direct bracket notations, the formula will be x cap will be equals to bra notation of psi x cap ket psi. This formula and this formula is same. This is Schrodinger's representation. This is Dirac's bracket representations. So remember, both things are same. Okay, na? So this is all about the discussion. पुन्हा टाइम जेव्हा जेव्हा आपण प्रॉब्लेम्स परटर्बेशन थिअरीचे सॉल्व्ह करणार आहोत तेव्हा तेव्हा आपल्याला या बेसिक्सची गरज पडणार आहे. बेटर राहील की तुम्ही आधी जे बुक्स आहेत ते रिवाइज करा, जे टॉपिक्स डिस्कस केले आहेत ते रिवाइज करा आणि नंतर जे क्लासेस आपण सेकंड क्लासपासून जे टॉपिक्स डिस्कस करणार आहोत ते तुम्हाला इझी जातील, प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह करायला इझी जातील. देन वन मोर लास्ट थिंग, जे मी अप्रॉक्सिमेशन मेथड्स सांगितले आहे त्याच्यापैकी पहिल्या युनिटमध्ये आपल्याला परटर्बेशन थिअरी आहे, सेकंड युनिटमध्ये आपल्याला आहे व्हेरिएशन मेथड आणि WPB अप्रॉक्सिमेशन. So in first unit we will just discuss only perturbation theory. So right from the second unit now I will start the perturbation theory. Thank you.